And we are live. Back again, man. Back again. And it is finally done. It is finally done. Erling Haaland, new Man City player. This is my reaction. Finally. Finally. We have no more excuses not to win the Champions League. None. We got ourselves a striker. We got Foden. We got De Bruyne. We got Grealish. We got Mahrez still. Sterling. Edison. Diaz, Laporte. Bernardo, Gunda. We got everything we need. So we need to win the Champions League now, right, guys? That's going to be the talk. That is indeed going to be the talk. Erling Haaland signed. And the deal is it's a good deal. I like this deal. Man City will pay 60 million euros, not 75 million. Release clause to Borussia Dortmund plus commission to be added. His salary will be worth 375 million pounds a week, same level as Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, that's high. That is high. But if you're gonna have a top player, if you're gonna have one of the best in the world, you're gonna have to pay top money. You're gonna have to pay top money. You know what I'm saying? And something's got to give. If you don't pay a top transfer fee, you're going to have to pay top wages. But also, agent fees. I think Mina Raiola was his agent. He recently passed away. But still, he should have an agent still. Agent fees. There was talks that his dad could be getting compensated as well. And you could see commissions to be added there as well. So medical has already been completed. The saga is over. Handshakes, man. Erling Haaland is a new Manchester City player. This is absolutely ridiculous if you ask me, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man, And some people may say it's overkill. I'm a big City fan, as you guys should know. Some people may say it's overkill, but look, man, you have to sign the best. If you want to be the best, you got to sign the best. If you want to continue dominating in the league, you have to sign the best players. And that's what Man City have been doing for years upon years, Since the takeover, they just have been aiming to sign the best player. And it's a no-brainer, you know what I'm saying? It's a no-brainer. I don't understand why people think that City should actually not go in for players like Haaland. You see what I'm saying? Like, what should we do? Let Man United, let Chelsea, let Liverpool sign the best players, and we don't? You see what I'm saying? So I don't see why people get so mad and so rattled about Man City spending money. Everyone's spending money. It's who's going to spend their money the best. You see what I mean? You could give 100 people $1 million, and half of those people would lose that money within a year. And within the next 5 years, another half might end up with nothing. There might end up being only 15 to 20 of those people with wealth after that initial investment. You see what I mean? So, look, you got to give it to City and the recruitment department and, what they've been doing in terms of, bringing in the best talent, nurturing players like Phil Foden. You have guys like Cole Palmer coming through the ranks, and it's commendable, man. It's commendable. It's lovely, and it's finally good to get this one done. It's good to get it done so that we could now shift the focus on signing a proper left back, a midfielder. Maybe, who knows, another French player. Who knows what City will do. But this is early business, though. And that's very important, that the business has been wrapped up very, very early. That's very, very important, so that there's no transfer saga into the next season, late into the summer, and it's done. You see what I'm saying? It is over. It is over. Fabrizio Romano said it. Here we go. It is over, and I'm absolutely over the moon about this, man. Listen, tall, fast, 21 years old. He was born in England. His dad played for Manchester City. He's a Norwegian international. The man, listen, what's crazy about Erling Haaland is the man is just simply a goal machine. 17 matches for Norway. The man has 15 goals. Let's take a look at his profile really, really quick. Let's take a look at Erling Haaland's profile. We're going to go over the transfer marked, and you could see how deadly he has been since he's rise up the ladder at Red Bull Salzburg in the Austrian league there. So this season in the Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund, his team will end up coming in second. 23 appearances, 21 goals, and 8 assists. The man is just a goal machine. In the Champions League, only 3 appearances, but 3 goals. In the DFB Pokal, 2 appearances, 4 goals. The Super Cup he did play, but did not score. So, Erling Haaland, man. Erling Haaland. What a player. What a player. Oh, my God. Oh, my. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. You could see his transfer history here. He left Bayern FK to go to Molde over in Norway. Then he went to Salzburg for an initial fee of 8 million. So even from Molde to Salzburg, that was a big fee. You see what I'm saying? For a player of his age and of, his experience. For Salzburg, he absolutely ripped it up, and I couldn't believe that Dortmund got him for only 20 million euros though. So he's never been super expensive, but 20 million euros. The transfer, the buyout fee that City paid, 60 million euros, which is very low. That's 52 million pounds. The man has a market value of 150 million euros, which means that it is a steal. This is a steal. You could see some of the records here that he's broken. First player in the Bundesliga history to score 5 goals in his first 2 games. First player in UEFA Champions League history to score 6 goals in his first 3 games. Most goals scored by a player in a single match at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, 9 goals. Due to a 15% resale participation by Molde, the transfer fee was increased to 8 million euros. Okay, so listen, he is the son of Alf-Inge Haaland, former Manchester City player. Erling Haaland is a cousin of Jonathan Bruns, who is a professional as well, and a cousin of Albert Jalen of Bayern FK. So football is in his blood. He's been rising up the ladder over the past couple seasons. His stock has risen, and until he's on the radar of one of the best teams in world football right now, Manchester City. Look, let's take a look at Haaland's stats for all seasons and see how consistent the man has been. This season, 23 goals in the Bundesliga, and in the Champions League, 3 goals, as I mentioned. So that's a total of 28 goals this season in about the same amount of matches, which is absolutely ridiculous if you ask me. 28 matches, 28 goals. The man is a goal machine. So the only question would be, could he continue his goal-scoring form from the Bundesliga, both the Austrian and the German Bundesligas, to the English Premier League with Manchester City? Last season, 28 matches played, 27 goals. Champions League, 8 matches, 10 goals. So he did go on to score 40-plus goals last season. And in his earlier stages at Dortmund, where this was his 3rd season, 2nd and a half, I should say, 15 matches, 13 goals in the Champions League there. You could see he scored 2 goals for Dortmund, and for RB Salzburg, 8 goals in 6 games. That's when he really broke out on the scene. You know what I mean? So the man is absolutely a goal machine, though. If you go and you check his stats by club, which is absolutely ridiculous if you ask me, man. 88 goals, 88 matches, 85 goals, and 23 assists. For Salzburg, he didn't even play a lot of games. The man played half a season for Salzburg, and he was basically gone. 27 games, 29 goals, 7 assists. For Molde, 50 games, 20 goals, 6 assists. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous, man. The Bundesliga, he has left his mark. Over in Norway, in the Austrian Bundesliga as well. For the national team, he has left his mark. And I'm hoping, as a Manchester City player, he will indeed leave his mark. give it up to City for doing this early and getting this job done early, man. This is big. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. Big up to Nick K, who says Dortmund already replaced him. Yep, Dortmund brought in Karim Adeyemi. We will touch on that. What do you think of the transfer? Big up to Chris Up. I'm absolutely over the moon about the transfer, man. I love transfers. Whether it's going to, there's a transfer to Liverpool or to Chelsea or whoever, man. I like transfers. But when your club is the team involved in a transfer, it's absolutely, phenomenal, man. And I'm loving this. To get one of the best youngsters out there is huge, man. It's huge. I'm going to, look forward to see him next to Phil Foden. Kevin De Bruyne with the distribution to him. Mahrez, once every player is still at the club. I'm just looking forward to see this, man. I'm really looking forward. Next season is going to be epic. And plus, he won't be at the World Cup, so, it's not a situation where he could go to the World Cup and get injured or anything. So, bam, it's another plus. 21 years old. Man City have finally signed a center forward. God damn. Wow. After playing 2 seasons really without a striker, City have finally signed one. I cannot believe this. Are we in an alternate reality right now? I don't think we are, but wow. Lovely. Champions League football again for Erling Haaland, of course. He would have played Champions League football at Dortmund. And Dortmund remain a selling club, but they do recruit very, 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 very well. So, look, while we on Manchester City right now, guys, this will be the start of my transfer series this summer. And I've been contemplating doing this. And I'm going to actually continue doing this throughout the summer. And we're going to keep it moving, though. There's a lot of transfers to talk about. But while we on Manchester City, we are going to go back to Manchester City. So I should have actually gone back to transfer marked. And let's go back to City and just close up the dealings that have been done so far for City, though. So I don't know why that went over there. But let's go back to City and let's go to the transfer dealings, all transfers, and we could see some incomings. This is the most important thing that we want to look at right now for Manchester City, and it's the incoming. Guys, we will touch on other clubs. We will be touching on other clubs during this live stream, and I want to just kickstart my transfer series to just talk about the already completed transfers this summer. Give my thoughts on these guys, and then we're going to actually talk a bit of rumors, visit Fabrizio Romano's Twitter, and all that good stuff. So for Manchester City, Julian Alvarez was bought in January. 17 million euros from River Plate and loaned back to the Argentinian club. So this season already, Man City brought up Cole Palmer from the under-23s, Scott Carson from Derby County on a free, Julian Alvarez from River Plate loaned him back, and Jack Grealish from Aston Villa for a whopping 117.5 million euros. The departures: Ferran Torres to Barcelona, Angelino to Leipzig, Jack Harrison to Leeds, Lucas Mecha and his brother Felix went over to Wolfsburg. Few players out on loan: Eric Garcia to Barcelona on a free, Sergio Aguero to Barcelona on a free as well. And, we do have a loan army out there. I don't know how much Man City are actually going to tap into that loan army in the future. Not a thing that City really does. But Julian Alvarez, man, that's the focus as well, is on Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez. These are two huge signings. Man City also brought in Brazilian youngster Keke, who's been spending a lot of time with the youngsters, and where he does belong, where he's going to look to develop and one day join up with the first team, you know what I'm saying? So Julian Alvarez, man, this is another beast. 22 years old, Argentinian international, 7 caps, he have 1 goal, but it's his stats in the Argentina league, it's just ridiculous. 11 appearances, the man has 8 goals, 2 assists. Copa Libertadores, 4 matches, 2 assists there. If we go to his honors, if we check his honors section, you see what I mean? Argentinian Cup, Copa America winner as well with Argentina. River Plate, a couple accolades with River Plate as well. Listen, man, the man is a star in the making. And with Sergio Aguero retiring because of his heart condition, you could say that this is Sergio Aguero's regen, if you into FIFA and all that stuff. So look, man, let's take a look at his stats briefly. We won't be doing this for every player, but look, since this is a new player coming into the league from the Argentinian league, let's just take a look at his stats, okay? Let's do a bit of deep dive on Julian Alvarez. This season, mentioned 8 goals in 11 appearances, 2 assists. 2022, the year, 1 goal for Copa Argentina in one game. So the man is a goal machine, basically. He's a goal machine. Last season, 21 games, 18 goals. The man is a goal machine. The man is a goal machine. He's been around since 2018. He's 22, so it's obvious since he's 18 he's been around. He could play as a center forward, a right winger, and basically as a right winger and a center forward. So he could be the replacement for Mahrez, who could be leaving in a couple seasons. You know what I mean? Maybe 2 in the next 2 seasons. So this is smart recruitment by Manchester City. For River Plate, the only club he's represented, 111 appearances, 44 goals, and 29 assists. But these 44 goals have definitely come very recent. Most of them, you see here, that's right there, that's 31 goals within the last year or so. So the man has been an absolute fire, and it's another very, very good recruitment here by Manchester City. And as I said earlier, City's aim is to bring in the top talent to the club and to replace the ones who eminently will be leaving. So Julian Alvarez will be a Man City player next season. He should be in the Argentinian party for the 2022 World Cup as well. So Haaland and Julian Alvarez, deal sealed. Basically a replacement for Aguero and Ferran Torres. Look, Fernandinho will be leaving the club this summer, and City are looking to sign a midfielder. There's been rumors that Frankie de Jong is being linked to Man City with a potential deal with Bernardo Silva, and Mateus Nunes, the Sporting midfielder, is linked as well. And there's been a few other players linked. Paul Pogba has been linked with a move to Manchester City. And I think that one is laughable. You know what I'm saying? That one is indeed laughable. So, look, while we're on City, if I just search for Mateus Nunes right here, you could see if he's linked to any other team. And we check Mateus Nunes news. Look, Everton have 0 chance of signing Sporting midfielder Mateus Nunes. Man City and Newcastle lead in race for Mateus Nunes and other transfer rumors. Okay, so Wolverhampton Wanderers, Everton not in race for Nunes 2 weeks ago. And so this has been some of the transfer links for the highly rated Portuguese midfielder. If we do a quick search on Frankie de Jong, you would see it's the same thing. Barcelona are set to let 9 players leave this summer, including Man City target Frankie de Jong. All right, so Frankie de Jong news lift Ten Hag as Xavi puts 9 Barcelona players up for sale. Man United eyeing Edson Alvarez as Frankie de Jong alternative as well. So, Barcelona consider Frankie de Jong, Bernardo Silva swap. Bernardo was in the news that he wants to leave, but he's been prominent this season for City. Don't see that happening, but de Jong could be a viable option for City as he has been linked there before. So, look, as we wrap up the Manchester City transfer news right now, if we search for Paul Pogba, you could just see some ridiculous links here. Man United's Paul Pogba would prefer a move abroad than deal with Manchester City. Rio Ferdinand sent Paul Pogba warning amid Man United to City transfer links. Bro, Ferdinand, you always doing that. You did the same thing with Ronaldo. You're doing it again. Players are going to do whatever they want to do. You see what I'm saying? You're done. You already did what you had to do. You're a club legend. continue doing your videos on YouTube and things like that, man, and stop trying to monitor and, control what players do with their damn careers. So, Manchester City monitoring Premier League midfielder after Paul Pogba move collapsed 4 hours ago. So, Leeds United star Calvin Phillips is on Man City's radar in their pursuit of a new midfielder in the summer, according to new reports, Sport Illustrated. So, listen, the Calvin Phillips thing, I heard about that before. That could definitely happen. And you could see another one here. Ornstein, Haaland deal done. Pogba says no to City move. El Neni contract talks. Olise, new deal. So there's a lot to talk about, man. There's a lot to talk about. So Pogba to City was never going to happen. That was actually never, ever going to happen. And he won't extend his contract with United. I think Paul Pogba is definitely out the door. So, yeah, man. Guys, what we're going to do right now, let's go back to Twitter. And we're going to go back to Fabrizio Romano's page. We're going to just go back to Fabrizio Romano's page, and we're going to talk Antonio Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger is the next player that I actually want to talk about because I have him in the headlines as well. So I want to actually talk Antonio Rudiger here. So everything is now done between Real Madrid and Tony Rudiger. The deal has been completed. Club sources confirm he will play for Real Madrid. Contract until 2026. There's no option for further season. Official announcement, end of season. Here we go, confirmed. So that is a very good deal for Real Madrid, though. Their backline looks a little suspect at times. And look, with the acquisition of Alaba and now Antonio Rudiger, they'll have another stalwart in their defense to help go on to win another league title. And maybe we could say another Champions League title if they go on to beat Liverpool in the Champions League final there. So that's Antonio Rudiger, done and dusted. Look, if you stay on Fabrizio Romano's Twitter, you'll find all the transfer news, man. But there's a few transfers that I'll actually like to talk about that is done and dusted. So look, Rudiger, I think he was one of the best players at Chelsea, and he helped them to that Champions League title, Club World Cup, Super Cup, and he's really helped Chelsea during his time. Remember, under Lampard, he wasn't even featuring. You see what I mean? And Thomas Tuchel came in, gave him the opportunity, and Antonio Rudiger has proven that he's one of the best defenders in world football. And he has an eye for goal as well. I'm pretty sure he's going to enjoy his time over in La Liga playing for Los Blancos Real Madrid. So let us shift and let's just go back to Transfermarkt, where we could see the already confirmed 2022-23 deals. That's what I want to get at right here. That's what I want to talk about. That's the information I want to drop for you guys who don't know this. So Erling Haaland, 21 years old. It's done. That was done today. Let's go to a more detailed view so we could see where the players came from and all of that good stuff. So we're going to have to change this back to 22-23 and get a more detailed view. So from Dortmund to Man City, 60 million euros, the buyout clause. Federico Chiesa, 24 years old, would officially join Juventus from Fiorentina this summer for 40 million euros. We know how good Chiesa was at the Euros, and he's been injured for some time for Juventus. Maybe that's one of the reasons why Juventus did not go on to actually, win the Scudetto across the last 2 seasons. So we're coming up on a big one right now, and with that being said, I'll actually like to go back over to Fabrizio Romano's page, where we're going to look to talk about this one as well. And we'll get back to the 2022-23 confirmed transfers. So let's go back over to Fabrizio Romano and let's scroll down to a very special player here. And that is Karim Adeyemi. Official, confirmed. Karim Adeyemi joins Borussia Dortmund from Red Bull Salzburg on a permanent deal for 38 million euros plus add-ons. 5 years contract was signed 2 days ago. Deal now completed and announced by Borussia Dortmund. Here we go, confirmed. Do we have anything from the Borussia Dortmund website? Something nice, something flashy that we could actually look at here. So Borussia Dortmund. Let me see if I find anything from the Dortmund page here, Borussia Dortmund. I actually like those type of graphics, man. So, Karim Adeyemi, right here, man, official.
Hallo liebe BVB-Fans, ich freue mich kommende Saison für euch zu spielen.
All right, Karim Adeyemi, German international, official. Karim Adeyemi. I cannot read German, and I need to get this translated, but it's okay. It is. I should have actually clicked on the Borussia Dortmund English page. That's what I should have actually clicked. So let's go back. Let's find the English right here, and I clicked the wrong page. You know what I'm saying? I clicked the wrong page, man. Anyways, I don't speak German. Borussia Dortmund is thrilled to announce the signing of German international Karim Adeyemi on a contract until June 2027. What a talent. The man was ripping it up in the Austrian Bundesliga. So Erling Haaland left the Red Bull Salzburg team. Adeyemi came in and did the business. And now Erling Haaland is leaving Dortmund. Adeyemi is joining, gonna do the business. So what a signing, man. What a signing indeed. What a signing. Karim Adeyemi. And listen, that's not it. That's not it for him, because Dortmund is usually a launching pad. That's a launching pad. So he's going to go to Dortmund. He's going to do his thing. And another big club is actually going to go in for him. You see what I'm saying? Another big club. Is it going to be Liverpool? He's been linked to Liverpool for some time as well, but he's going to go to Dortmund. And of course, the rest, as I say, let's see where he'll move in the future. Is he going to go to Bayern Munich? He was also linked with a move to Bayern Munich, as he's German. Is he going to actually maybe join Barcelona or Real Madrid one day? But, he's a top player, and he will indeed move on to a top club. Or who knows? Maybe he'll stay at Dortmund like a Marco Reus. You see what I mean? So with that being said, guys, we're going to keep it moving, and we are going to go back. We have a lot to talk about. But I just wanted to kick things off. I really wanted to kick things off with this 2022 summer transfer business. 2022 summer transfer madness. I think that's what I'm calling this whole series right now. Can't even remember. I just came up with it. But I want it to be epic. I want it to be legendary, though. So, look. Erling Haaland, Julian Alvarez, done. We spoke about that one. Antonio Rudiger, we spoke about him. Karim Adeyemi. We've already went down the whole Man City transfer business already. Niklas Süle will leave FC Bayern München for Borussia Dortmund on a free. So, Niklas Süle, moving around German football. I think he was formerly of Hoffenheim, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't work out too well at Bayern Munich, and he's going over to Dortmund. So he's a 26-year-old German center-back, highly rated for quite some time. And he's still young, 26 years old. So Niklas Süle, top player. Nico Schlotterbeck, one on the rise. I haven't seen much of him, but he's one of the players that is responsible for Freiburg's rise up the Bundesliga table and could possibly be in Europe next season. So he's going to move for 20 million euros from Freiburg to Borussia Dortmund. So you could see Dortmund doing the business there. They brought in Adeyemi, Süle on a free, and Schlotterbeck there for 20 million. And they're going to make the money back from the Erling Haaland deal. So very, very, very good business, if you ask me. There's probably a few other deals in there that I'm, not actually aware of currently. But these are the confirmed ones. Joaquin Correa, second striker, joining Inter from Lazio. I think he was there on loan. And the way things work a lot in Italy, they send the players out on loan with a fee. And then afterwards, the player joins on a permanent deal. Sometimes it's a bit suspect, but that's just how they do things a lot over there in Italy. Joaquin Correa, Argentine international, and he is a top player. He is indeed a top player, many years at Lazio. Pedro Porro, Manchester City right back. Never really played for City, 22-year-old, will officially join Sporting CP for 8.5 million euros. So, look, people like to say City, spend a lot of money, but we also make money too. We make money. we make money. And, Pedro Porro, highly rated Spanish international as well. And I would have actually liked to see Pedro Porro being given a chance at City with our, with Kyle Walker aging and everything. But I guess that's not, the plan. That is not the plan. You have to trust the process. You indeed have to trust the process. So, look, we're going to talk a few more, and then we're going to go back over to Fabrizio Romano's page to get some more updates to cover some more of these transfers. Look, Lorenzo Insigne. I got to tell you, man, this is one of my most favorite players from the Serie A. And it's just sad that he's leaving to go over to Toronto in the MLS. And no disrespect to the MLS, but come on, man. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me. So, yeah, that's going to be that will be happening. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be well paid. He's going to have some good wages and everything. So, that's probably the lure. Or he probably wants a change of scenery from Italy over to Toronto. Or, he'll be in America as well. So maybe he just wants a new adventure. So nothing wrong with that. 31 years old, Italian international, will move from Napoli, who's been with for quite a while. Indeed, man. We know how good Lorenzo Insigne have been over the years. So with that being said, we're going to keep it moving, guys. Matthias Ginter, 28 years old, highly rated German centre-back leaving Borussia Mönchengladbach to join Freiburg on a free transfer. So you see Schlotterbeck leaving to go to Dortmund, and they've done some very good business by bringing in Ginter. With his experience, could definitely help Freiburg to do well next season and to actually do well in Europe if they do manage to clinch that European spot. Guys, if we take a look at Freiburg, I think Freiburg is that team with that long-serving manager, if I'm not mistaken. And we scroll down to their manager. I think, Christian Streich has been in charge since 2011. Give it up to Christian Streich. Give it up to Freiburg for the great job that they've been doing. So, look, we got Jeremy Boga, 25-year-old former Chelsea man, leaving Sassuolo to join Atalanta on a permanent basis for 22 million euros. So, Boga scored a wonder goal in Europe this season. I think that was the Europa League, and he definitely a talented Ivorian player there. Then we have Matteo Guendouzi, 23-year-old former Arsenal man, will join Marseille on a permanent basis for 11 million euros. So Arsenal making some money there. Also going to Marseille, Cengiz Under, 24-year-old Turkish right winger, formerly of Leicester City, will join Marseille from AS Roma for 8.4 million euros. Look, Marseille not doing too bad this season, and definitely because of these guys been playing well. Arkadiusz Milik, 28-year-old Polish striker, leaves Napoli for Marseille for 9 million euros. So Marseille brought those players in on loan, and they are making the deals permanent this summer. So good additions to their lineup, if you ask me, man. That's Guendouzi. We know he's talented, just have a bit of a temper problem, but we know what he's capable of doing. Next, we have Hwang Hee-chan, will be leaving RB Leipzig on a permanent basis to join Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League for 16.7 million. Look, I could go further into the length of their contracts and all of that, but I won't be getting into how much you're going to get paid and all of that. That's none of my business right about now. But look, all the best to Hwang Hee-chan. I think it's a good signing. Dealt with a bit of injury this season, but apart from that, solid player. Look, one player that I spoke about earlier, I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, Kavica Kvaratskhelia, the left winger, Georgian international, will be leaving Dinamo Batumi in the Georgian league to join Napoli in the Serie A. He was a player that did well against Spain. Georgia against Spain. I think they almost pull off an upset. And I put out a video. I said, remember the name Kavica Kvaratskhelia. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see what I mean? So, very promising player. Only 21 years old as well. Randall Kolo Muyani, never heard about him. He will be leaving Nantes to join Eintracht Frankfurt on a free. He's a 23-year-old French and Congolese, not Congolian, but Congolese center forward. Look, one that's intriguing is Luis Enrique. 21-year-old right winger will be leaving Fluminense for Real Betis in Spain. 12.6 million euros. I don't know much about the player. I'm not going to go deep into the player right now, but he is definitely a talent to watch, with Betis doing well in La Liga and should be in Europe next season. So we have Diego Rossi leaving LAFC for Fenerbahce for 5.5 million. 24-year-old Uruguayan and Italian citizen as well. Diego Rossi, haven't seen much of him. I don't even think I've seen him. I've seen him in FIFA before, but that doesn't really count. And we could actually see him go over to Fenerbahce in Turkey. So Paul Lopez, goalkeeper, AS Roma to Marseille, 12 million euros. Marseille doing a lot of business here. That's a lot of business. Guys, we're going to cover a few more of these confirmed deals. I think I'm going to finish off the page, and then we'll maybe go on to the next page next time we do this. But I'll remember the ones that I covered already. But we have to talk Marco Grujic. Leaving Liverpool for Porto, 9 million euros. He was on loan officially, and this deal will be made permanent. Mateus Henrique, 24-year-old central midfielder, leaving Grêmio for Sassuolo for 8 million euros. You always have to keep an eye on these Brazilian talents. Jakub Kaminski, 20-year-old left winger, leaving Lech Poznan for Wolfsburg, 10 million euros. He must be a talent. Ruben Vanaga, left back from Wolves, joining Sporting CP for 10 million. I think Wolves making a good bit of money on Ruben Vanaga. Time in the Premier League, he showed promise, but you know, he has been out on loan on a few occasions. I could remember at Olympiacos, and now will be joining Sporting on a permanent basis. So Beto, 24-year-old Portuguese center forward here, would be leaving Portimonense for Udinese in the Serie A, 7 million euros. And the last one on the list today here, Gianluca Caprari, 28-year-old Sampdoria striker, joining Hellas Verona for 4 million euros. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to go back over to Fabrizio Romano's Twitter, and we're going to look at some of the latest rumors, some of the latest confirmed deals, and we are going to land the plane on today's live stream. Look, I don't aim to make these super long, but I want to actually be informative. I want to, just talk about the confirmed deals and everything, and just, stay in tune with what's going on. Bisuma is trending for what? Let's find out. Is Bisuma trending? Okay. Former Tottenham Hotspur forward Darren Bent has urged Manchester United to sign Yves Bissouma from fellow Premier League side Brighton and Hove Albion this summer. Okay, all right. We don't want any footage there. So Bissouma is highly rated, and look, he's been in the transfer talk for some time, and let's see if he'll actually earn a move from Brighton, because he, when you play well enough, you should earn a move to a bigger club and end up playing Europa League or end up Conference League, Champions League football. You deserve that as a player. So let's go back to the Fabrizio Romano page right about now, and let's see what are some of the latest here. We got some very good ones. And shout outs to Fabrizio Romano when it comes to transfers. The man is a god. Follow him on Twitter if you're not following him. If you love transfers, listen, you can't love transfers without following Fabrizio Romano. You see what I mean? So we scroll down here. We spoke about Erling Haaland. Officially, he is a new Man City player. We talk about Rudiger, officially a Real Madrid player. We are going to keep scrolling down as well. Karim Adeyemi, we spoke about him, officially a Dortmund player. This one is a new development as well. And this one has to do with the highly rated Austrian player from RB Leipzig, and that's Konrad Lima. Bayern plan to sign Konrad Lima is now confirmed. Opening bid already for 18 or 20 million euros. As reported 2 days ago, he's a top target Bayern want both him and Ryan Gravenberg from Ajax. Nagelsmann wants Lima since last summer, since with RB Leipzig. Won't be easy. Look, man, I'm absolutely fed up of Bayern Munich buying up the talent from the Bundesliga, but it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Big fish in a small pond. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, look, Bayern, they took Nagelsmann, they took Upamecano, they took Sabitzer, and now they're about to take Konrad Lima. That's how you beat your opponents, man. Buy their best players. Buy their best players. There is absolutely no Bundesliga tax as well. Like there's a Premier League tax, there's no Bundesliga tax. So, you know what's going to happen next season? It's another Bundesliga for Bayern Munich. Another one. So we're going to keep scrolling down. I always like Konrad Lima, man. He's been linked with Liverpool, and Liverpool won't be getting him because he's going to go to Bayern. So, look, we spoke Erling Haaland already. We're going to keep it scrolling down until we get to a new one. Okay? We're going to get to a new one very, very soon. Okay. Angel Di Maria tells Urbana Play FM, my contract ends in June. I don't know if the club wants it to happen. There is an option for one more season. It remains to be seen whether PSG will activate it. If not, I'll try to find an opportunity in Europe, he added. So, look, I'm pretty sure I had him on my list here of players I wanted to actually talk about. Angel Di Maria, yep. And he has been linked to the move to Juventus. That's, from my notes. He has been linked to the move to Juventus indeed. And yeah, we're going to keep it scrolling. Angel Di Maria, he would want to forget his stint in English football with Manchester United, of course, But he's been doing well at PSG. He's done well at Real Madrid and for the Argentina national team as well. So, look, we're going to keep it scrolling, man. Let's keep it scrolling. Look, Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea not able to enter in any negotiation. This is also a big deal. We feel like spectators, and this is a passive role we don't like. It feels a bit strange. Summer transfer budget, I don't know how much it will be as of today. So quotes via Nizar Kinsella, Chelsea FC. So Chelsea currently dealing with an embargo because of Roman Abramovich. But the new owner, of course, have taken over already. So I'm pretty sure that is going to be sorted out pretty soon, and they could start buying players again. Okay? So, and here's what Pep Guardiola is buzzing for Erling Haaland deal. Okay? Anyways, look. Pep Guardiola looks excited about Erling Haaland deal. I love to talk about Haaland, but the two clubs tell me don't say anything until the legal actions are completed. We'll have time to talk. Not because I don't want, Pep added, I have to actually watch that press conference that's going to come up. That's already probably done for the Wolves game, because these managers be saying some things that you need to hear in those press conferences. Look, this is a big one. This is indeed a big one, man. Let us talk about this. Aston Villa are closing in on Philippe Coutinho permanent deal. It is fully agreed on the player's side. He wants to stay as he's more happy with Gerrard. Fee will be close to 20 million euros as per Gerrard Romero. Final detail will be discussed with Barcelona, payments and terms. Philippe Coutinho definitely hit the ground running in the Premier League this season and have definitely helped Aston Villa to just solidify their Premier League status. Very good acquisition if you ask me. Other teams had opportunities to sign him. They decided against it. And Philippe Coutinho fits the mold at Aston Villa. They play some very attractive football. He, fits into the midfield like a glove. And I would definitely love to see him in the Premier League next season. And it looks as if it's going to happen. Look, Coutinho and Aston Villa take on Liverpool later on today. And as a City fan, I'm hoping that they pick up a victory. Wishful thinking, but quite possible. Philippe Coutinho will be coming up against his old team, Liverpool. So will Danny Ings. And Steven Gerrard as well. So, look, man, this is a big deal. And let's see if Aston Villa manages to get it over the line. Let's continue. All right. So what else we got today? And that's Barcelona as well, unloading a player and making, money to further invest in their team or pay off some of their debt. Official, Valencia have triggered the buyback clause for Hugo Duro from Getafe. Fee around 4 million euros. Contract until 2026 was already signed. Hugo Duro will be back at Valencia next season. It's not a player I'm overly, familiar with, but he will be joining the Murciélagos next season. All right, Ryan Gravenberg and Nusea Mazraoui are both expected to join FC Bayern after verbal agreement reached 1 month ago with their agents. Nothing has changed. It's matter of final details. Nagelsmann also wants Konrad Lima, and Bayern will try. Not an easy one. Highly rated players. We know Mazraoui has been around for some time at Ajax, but Ryan Gravenberg, he has hit the scene recently, came to the ranks, and he is a top talent. Bayern Munich, man, listen, this is some good business. They have been struggling in the right back position for some time, and this could see players like Sa leave. You know what I'm saying? Buna Sa. You feel me? And with Ryan Gravenberg coming into the team, a few players could be on their way out. I think Cuisance was still Bayern Munich player, if I'm not mistaken, was out on loan. I'm not a total expert on Bayern Munich and the Bundesliga, but I do keep tabs because, Bayern Munich playing the Champions League, and, Champions League is one of the best, if not, it is the best club competition in the world, of course, but people say it's the best competition, but I still do think the World Cup is the best competition. But Bayern are doing the damn business. They're bringing in some fresh talent, and they want to continue to outfox their Bundesliga opponents for seasons to come. So Ajax, let's talk Ajax briefly. They are going to be losing Ten Hag. They will be losing Mazraoui, Onana, Gravenberg, and maybe a few other players. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Divine Wrench, you know what I'm saying? They will be losing a few players. Wrench, does Wrench play for Ajax? Am I thinking the right player? I think I'm thinking the right player. They will be losing a few players. They will indeed be losing a few players to maybe Man United. It's a typical Ajax thing. You see what I'm saying? It is a typical Ajax thing. I haven't looked at Ajax for a while though. These Dutch youngsters are confusing the hell out of me. But I think Wrench does play for Ajax if I'm not mistaken though. Julian Timber. I think Wrench might be on the other side. I might be wrong with the Wrench thing, but I might be right as well. But let me just double check that real quick. I don't want to give wrong information there. So yeah, he does play for Ajax. He does definitely play for Ajax. Woo! But Julian Timber is another player, that we got to keep an eye on for Ajax. And there's a few guys like Edson Alvarez who could be leaving. There's also players like there's Lisandro Martinez. He has been in the news as well. Also, you got to think about Nicolas Tagliafico. He's always been linked to the move out. So, look, Ajax are going to have to do a rebuild. But they're no strangers to doing a rebuild. You see what I mean? They're really no strangers to rebuilding their team. And recently, I'm just looking at the recent Ajax game on April 17th in the KNVB Cup against PSV. And they have Mohamed Ihataren on their team. And he is a former PSV man as well. You see what I'm saying? And Mohamed Ihataren is on loan from Juventus. So, I think he was on loan previously at another Italian club. And that is actually Sampdoria. And he wasn't happy there. He left. You know what I'm saying? So, Ajax could look to actually sign him on a permanent deal. So, look, just wanted to rave on a bit about Ajax. It's going to be interesting to see what they do in the Champions League under new manager and new players. But, if there's any team that could pull it off, it is Ajax. So, look, Sergej MilinkovicSavage, man. Listen, man, for the longest time, This guy's been in the news and in the rumors. Lazio president Lotito on Sergej MilinkovicSavage rumors. Milinkovic is not for sale. I turned down 140 million bid for him years ago, he tells Race Sport. And that's what I'm telling you. This guy is not leaving Lazio. He's not. You see what I'm saying? I'd ask Sergey what he wants to do only in case we receive an important proposal from a world-class top club. So the only thing that, you know, could make him leave is Sergej MilinkovicSavage. So top Serbian player. Serbia will be at the World Cup this winter, of course, and MilinkovicSavage would indeed, you know, be there to help them. So guys, give me 1 second. Let me actually take a quick phone call. All right, sorry there, you know, got a call, dental office. So yeah, I gotta watch along later as well, so I can't really go in there today. These people like to just call you, hey, come in, man, we have an available spot. It doesn't work like that. People got things to do as well. So yeah, man, Sergej MilinkovicSavage though. So look, we're gonna just touch on some more big ones here. So, look, Manchester United are working on the details of the contract to bring Michel van der Gaag at the club from Ajax as part of Erik ten Hag's coaching staff. Van der Gaag has been considered an important addition for months. Agreement getting closer, and that's to deal with Ten Hag and his crew that's joining up at Manchester United there. So, look, we touched on all these Erling Haaland stuff. You know, Arsenal are progressing in talks with Mo Elneny to extend his contract. As reported by David Austin earlier today, Elneny wants to stay. The final detail to be agreed with his agent is a 2-year deal or 1-year deal, including an option for a further season. So, look, man, we could go into more, but we'll continue next time from Jeremiah St. Just. I have a lot written down on the list right now. And there's a few things that we have to talk about, but I'll actually save that for the next time I do a transfer update. It's 53 minutes. I don't want to make these super long. I want people to actually come back and watch the replay and just the progression of things during the summer transfer madness. All right, so this is episode 1, guys. I hope to have people come on in the future and help me out, but this is just me on the cusp, you know, on the what do you call it, man? Spur of the moment, just doing this because while I was live, the Erling Haaland deal actually became permanent. So I had to do this, man. I had to do this. As a huge City fan, I had to. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't help it. I couldn't help myself. I really couldn't help myself. So we covered a lot today, though. We covered a lot. And just a rundown of some deals that we could actually talk about in the future there. Look, we spoke Marco Grujic, Matteo Guendouzi. We'll talk Matt Turner, leaving New England to Arsenal another time. Bernd Leno could possibly leave as well in result. We could talk Fernandinho. I did touch on him today. We could talk Romelu Lukaku, Robert Lewandowski, Ruben Neves, Andreas Christensen, Serginho Dest, Aaron Hickey. These are players that could be on the move. You know, Ruud van Nistelrooy would be the PSV manager next season as well. Paulo Dybala from Juventus to wherever. Let's see. Will Lionel Messi be at PSG next season? Eden Hazard, his situation. Conor Gallagher, Frank Kessié, Arturo Vidal, Guys, the list goes on, man. Listen, we got a lot to talk about next time on Summer Transfer Madness with your boy Dominic Rich, okay? So guys, thanks for tuning in to yet another one, yet another live stream. Like the video if you haven't yet done so. I'll be live again later, okay? I haven't even eaten breakfast nor lunch yet, and it's past 12. All right, just putting in the work today, okay? So thanks again for tuning in. Until next time, peace out. Rich, score hot. Peace.